Welcome back to Monk Moves 101. I'm Monk, and this is your way to mold, monetize, and master your brand. So in episode 1, we talked about a name to remember. Then we talked about focusing on your brand's impact and how you are going to fulfill the gap between you and the customer that they require. And then number 3, we talked about multiple networks and platforming to reach a maximum audience. Number 4, we talked about maximizing that by interacting and engaging with those customers and doing polls and asking the customers what they would want from your company or brand. And then number 5, we talked about scaling and partnerships. Scaling and partnerships is going to expand you from 0 to 100 and bring you 2 to 10 times fold in investments, resources, and audience if you're in a like-minded partnership. So remember that. And then episode 2, we're going to dive into a powerful tool of business and creating engaging content for customers. Number 1, why identifying your audience matters. Your product and service isn't always for everyone. That's okay. The goal is to focus on the people who need what you offer and that are ready to invest. This is what's going to help you. It's going to save you time. It's going to save you money on marketing. It's going to help you craft a message that truly resonates with who you are. You're going to build trust and loyalty with the right people, and you're going to know who your audience truly is. They're going to speak your language, solve their problems, earn their trust, and keep on doing it. If you keep on doing that, it's going to save you time. It's going to save you money, and that's how marketing is done. You really, really want them to understand what your business is doing. You want to build that trust. You want to build the reliability with them. You want to define that. That's going to define the audience of who you really are. So going into that, number 2 is going to be about defining your audience. All right. Steps on defining your target audience. The first thing you're going to want to do is pinpoint your ideal customers. So here's 3 steps to do it. You're going to analyze the product and services that you have. And what does it do? What does it solve? How are you going to solve someone's problem? Who does it benefit the most? And the way that you're going to find that out is build a customer avatar. So when you're doing that, you're going to find their demographics. You're going to find out their age, their gender, their income, their location. Then you're going to find out their interests, their values, their pains, their gains. How can you fill the void for them so that they don't have to do it? Then you're going to do research. You're going to do tests. You're going to use surveys, social media polls, analytic tools, gathering insight. You're going to experiment on different target audiences, find out who engages the most. And when you find that out, you're going to define who your target audience is. And once you find that out, you're good to go. Now you're ready to roll. Okay, number 3, finding your market and speaking their language. So once you find out who your audience is, now you're going to find out, what do they like? Do they like Instagram? Do they like LinkedIn? Do they like TikTok? Do they like X? Do they like blogs? Do they like newsletters? Do they like YouTube? When you find out that, now you know where they're going to go. So you're going to find out, are they a streamer? Do they like streams? Do they like that kind of stuff? What kind of content are you going to engage with these people? Is it going to be podcasts? Is it going to be blogs? Is it going to be posts? How are you going to interact with them? Speak their language. And then after you find the terms and phases of who they are, you're going to find that relatable source of information between you and that person. And you're going to start solving their problems. You're going to find the source of what you need between you and the customer, and you're going to solve their problem by doing that. So finding your market and speaking their language is key to selling to your customer. A couple more little things I wanted to remind you guys about is understanding your audience. Before you create a piece of content, know who you're talking to. Make sure you know their problems. Make sure you know their desires. Make sure you know their interests. It's better for you to understand your audience if it's more tailored to what you have, so you can have more impactful content to them. So use your analytics, use your services, and then ask them directly. Your audience will tell you what they want if you just listen. All right, and here's the final steps. This is your actionable homework from Monk Moves. I want you guys to take what you learned in episode 2 and write down 3 key problems, how you're going to solve what your product or brand can do for someone else, how you're going to either entertain them, cater to them, solve their problem. One of those 3 things are going to be the main problem sources in a business. So if you're doing that, that's going to help you. So write those 3 things down. Then I want you to create your customer avatar, describing who your customers are in great detail. Talk about that age, talk about the demographic, talk about their interest, talk talk about who they are and what you have similar that you can relate with. And then I want you to research where your audience spends most time online. This is going to test your content on all the platforms. Test, research and development, find out the best method, and that's going to get you success. And that about wraps it up. That's how you turn your audience to engaging content to get driven sales. And so when you have that audience, a targeted audience, you're going to get the sales. You're going to be driven, content driven, straight to them. Here you go. Here's what you need. Here you go. Here's what you need. Here you go. Here's what I solve. Here you go. So give that to the customer and they're going to be happy and they're going to convert to sales because this is what they're influenced. This is what they like. This is where they're at. These are the platforms they go on. This is the most engagement. This is how you're going to get the most sales. So now with that, episode 2, we're out. This is how you're going to turn a successful business from running from 0 to 100. Stop running in circles and start running a successful business. Until next time, when we're going to talk about building a clear roadmap of action to start your business in the right direction. So until next time, give a like, subscribe, and share this with someone who's ready to learn the next monk move.